Hey guys, welcome back to the Sensu Pop channel. What we are going to do today is we are going to take the Spirit of Potara deck. We are going to take the Spirit of Potara deck and we are going to make a budget upgrade to it around this card. So the whole idea is to keep it budget, not too expensive, because we could play things like Ultra Instinct Goku that would just shoot up this whole deck prices just like that. The main reason why I want to do an upgrade for this deck is because the deck is so fun. The relationship between the leader and the Unison just gels really well, and of course I just want to play with this card. Come on, can we agree that this looks really good? So without further ado, let's see each other after the short intro, and we're gonna talk about my take on the upgrade for this particular deck. Alright, so later. Hey guys, welcome back from the intro. So before we go into the deck profile, I want you to know that the whole deck list is at the end of the video. So if you don't want to go through this whole thing together with me, how the deck runs, just scroll to the back and you get the whole deck profile. Alright, so let's go straight and we talk about the leader. So the leader is this Vegito. When this card attacks, you get to draw a card, and he has a very interesting ability, and it is just him that has this ability right now in the game. His first auto, if it's your opponent's turn, when one of your blue Unison card will be placed in your drop area or one of your blue battle card is removed from the battle area by your opponent's skill or KO, you may flip this card over. If you do so, you get to draw 2 cards. This is not Awaken. You get to flip if one of your card gets KO'd. Your blue cards, blue battle card or Unison card get KO'd, right? Then you get to flip over and then you draw 2 cards. And he has a normal Awakening. When your life is 4 or less, you may draw 1 card and switch one of your energy to active mode, then flip this card over. Depending on what you want to do here, if your opponent is storing the game and he doesn't want to swing, you get the 4 or less life option. If your opponent is being aggressive, you could just flip and you can get into your 15k just like that. So he is pretty amazing. So you can go to 15k at 8 lives. One of the things here is SSB Vegito. When he awakens, when he attacks, you get to draw a card and then activate battle. You tap 2. You get to choose one of your blue Unison card and gets 10k and triple strike for the battle. Very good ability because it can be used for your turn and your opponent's turn. Yep. It's also once per turn. If it's your opponent's turn, when one of your blue Unison card will be placed in the drop area or one of your battle card, blue battle card gets KO'd, removed by skill or KO'd, you get to switch one of your mono blue energy to active mode and then you get to draw a card. So this leader, coming from starter deck, he is very good. What we want to do here is this. We want to do triple strike out of nowhere because we have our blue Unison card, so we could triple strike during, if you swing with a blue Unison card and then they said no negates, tap 2 and go for that triple strike. So he is very dangerous, and at the same time here we want to be very defensive, and we can tap out because we can also unlock our blue energy. Alright, so let's go straight and we talk about the Unison card option. Of course, we are playing with this one. A lot of people are playing around with 6 Unison card or 5 Unison card. As I do not have the Unison card in hand, I'm playing 4 of this guy. So what does this guy do? Besides being one of the best looking Unison card out there, permanent, he is also really good, right? So permanent, if your leader card is a blue Saiyan card, you have a blue Saiyan card, battle card in play in rest mode, your leader don't take damage from attack. They can still attack your leader though, but your leader just don't take damage. Just don't tell them. And they swing at your leader and then you go like, okay, triple strike, go for the game, and there's a blue Saiyan card that is tapped. You don't take damage. Alright, and he has a +0 ability. You get to choose one of your leader card and battle card and switch it to rest mode, and then you add a marker to this card. So he increases with a +0, but he gets 1 marker if you just switch your leader card or battle card and switch it to rest mode. So this, you don't need it to be a blue battle card or blue Saiyan. In rest mode, it's a blue Saiyan, then your leader doesn't get damage, but you can tap any battle card, alright? But it has to be your battle card or your leader card, and he has a -2 activate main. You get to draw a card, then choose one of your opponent's battle card with energy cost greater than your current energy, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of the deck. So he is very, very good. When he comes out, he is a 3 marker because you could immediately activate this. So he is 3 marker, very difficult to get rid of right now, and you get to draw a card and stuff. So he is just very defensive, and it's just good. And with the leader's ability to give him triple strike at 10k, so he can swing at 25k triple strike for just 2 energy. Just amazing. Yep. Right. So what we're gonna do here is this, that we are gonna generate our board during our opponent's turn, and we want to generate it in rest mode, so that when your opponent swings and then they thought that they get you, but you tap and then you bring out something which is like a Raging Spirit Son Gohan that comes Saiyan that comes in rest mode, and then your opponent has no choice but to focus their attention either on your Unison card or on your Saiyan in rest mode, because if your Unison card is in play, your leader just doesn't take damage. So that is something that we want to do. And at the same time, we're going to generate all these battle cards so that we can swing during your opponent's turn. So we want to use our energy to be very defensive, and these are the option. The first one is Raging Spirit Son Gohan, a set 2 card, but in this deck it's just amazing because at the end of the battle, after you combo with this card from your hand, if your leader card is blue, which we are, you get to play this card in rest mode. So you get it 10k, and then he comes into rest mode. And then if you tapped out and your opponent takes care of him, he goes into drop area, you untap 1 and then you draw 1. So a lot of value. If your opponent doesn't tap him, what you can do is with a 15k, because he doesn't have critical, you don't want your opponent to have that hand size, you can use him as a target for your Unison card to tap. Good, very, very good. But this card is something that you want to be in your hands because he really gives you a lot of combo. So what is he? You're never gonna play him for the 1 energy. Also, if your leader card is a blue Saiyan card, when this card is used in a combo, so when you combo with him 0.5k, you tap 1 blue, you're gonna choose one of your blue Saiyan card with energy cost 2 or less in your hands, negate its skills for the turn, and play it in rest mode. So if your opponent swings at your leader or swings at this Gohan, you with a 15k, you come up with a 5k, tap 1, and then you have another something on the board that is in rest mode, that is a Saiyan, that is a blue Saiyan, and you just keeps on generating board in your opponent's turn. That is something that you want to do, and this guy is the center of it. So what are your options? The first option, let's talk about this really good card as a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Heroic Warrior. So what does he do? Permanent, if a leader card is a blue leader or Saiyan or something, he is critical, so he is a 15k critical in this deck. And at the same time, if he is being KO'd, you get to draw a card, and then you get to pick one Vegito Unison card from your drop area, and then you add it into hands. So with a Vegito Unison Gogeta Unison card in your drop area, this guy, it's a +2 when he's KO'd. So play him, get the 5k, tap 1, and this guy comes out. And if your opponent doesn't take care of him, your leader doesn't take damage, and then when he swings the next turn, he's gonna swing with critical. So your opponent's gonna lose more cards. Alright, and let's talk about this guy. This guy over here, it's really good because he is a 2 cost that can come out from his effect. If your opponent doesn't take care of him, what is the ability that he generates for you? Every time this guy attacks, you look at top 3, and then you put 1 blue Saiyan among them into your hands, then shuffle your deck. So every time he swings, you get to look at top 3, pick 1 blue Saiyan, which almost all your cards here except for 1, it's a blue Saiyan, so you're gonna add them into your hands anyways, so it helps you to search for the cards that you need every single time that he doesn't get taken out. But the thing is about him is that if he is in rest mode, your opponent has to take him out so that your leader, they can do damage to your leader. So protect your Unison card. It is very important. When they swing at your Unison card, negate it and make your opponent swing at this. But when they swing at this, that's their mistake because you're gonna generate more values by comboing out your energy. It's empty. You're leaving your energy free during your turn anyways. All right. And the last card that you can play with this SS Trunks is this SS2 Trunks for a brighter future. One of the auto doesn't work because your leader is not a future Trunks. However, he is good enough because if there's a Unison card in play, he is a 2 cost because you reduce by 2, and activate battle, you tap 2, this card gains 10k and triple strike for the battle. So you swing, he's a 20k, and if your opponent says, oh, because he comes out for free, right, while you're playing defensive, he comes out for free, and he's a 20k, so it's harder to get rid of him. But when he is not get rid of, you swing 20k, and then your opponent is like, oh, no negates, tap 2, 30k triple strike, just like that. And if you swing with this guy, your opponent negates this guy, you swing with Gogeta Unison card, and your opponent says no negate for that Gogeta, then you tap 2 and give Gogeta triple strike. So this is how you're gonna play this deck. He doesn't know where the triple strike is coming from, right? So that's really good, because you only activate battle after he negates. Alright, so let's take a look at so what happens if you do not have cards. Just so happen you just do not have cards in your battle area. So we're gonna play a couple 1-drop, and we're gonna play this. This is the Bootleg Kappa, and what he does is add 1 life to your hand, and then when this card attacks, he is a 15k, and he's a 1-drop, and he's a 4k. One of the things you can do here is that you could play him in turn 1, and then you swing with him. Swing with him and then make him 15k, and if it's a 4k, your opponent will be like, oh, let's take him out, let's KO him or something. And if your opponent swing at him and KO, then you can awaken. Alright, so let's talk about Mai. Mai is the searcher. When you play, you get to choose 1 blue Unison card with specific cost of 2, or blue Trunks future. You are playing a lot of blue Trunks. We're gonna play even 2 more blue Trunks, and it's gonna work. Trunks future. Alright, so this is Mai. Mai, it's a battle card, so you can blue battle card, so you can tap him, tap her for your Unison ability, and then she also works for your leader's awakening. Yeah. Alright, so let's talk about the main finisher, and the rest of the cards here is this whole set. We're gonna play with Trunks, the Constant Hope. What he does is this. So if Son Goku and Vegeta are in your battle area or drop area, this card gains triple strike, and that's something. Yep, so permanent, so he is a triple striker. If you have a Goku and Vegeta, we have Goku and we have Vegeta in our battle area. Battle area, definitely you'll have it. And when this card attacks or is attacked, so defensively, offensively, choose up to 1 blue battle card in your drop area, and then you combo with it. So what you want to do here is to make sure your super combo is in your drop area. Whenever he swings, he becomes a triple 35k triple strike, draw 1. And when your opponent swings and tries to take care of him, because kind of they have to take, if they cannot take out the Unison card, they kind of have to take care of this guy to make sure that they can inflict damage to your opponent, to your leader. And when they swing at him, you draw 1 every single turn. every single swing you draw 1, and he becomes a 35k. That's a really good card. And how are we going to bring him out? Because the cost, it's actually pretty high. We need this card. Trunks, Hope at hand. And right now, this is not an expensive card. Permanent, when evolving card into a future Trunks in your hands, evolve cost is decreased by 3. So this is 2 costs for him to come out. Activate main, place this card in the bottom of your deck. If you have 4 or more energy, choose 1 Restless Spirit, SSB, Vegeta in your hands, and then you play it. So what you're gonna do here is when you play him, make sure that you have Vegeta in your hands. When you play him, you get to activate him, put it at the bottom of the deck, then you play Vegeta from your hands. Now you have a free double strike 20k. And also, when you play this card, review the card at the bottom of the deck. It's definitely this guy. It's definitely this guy, right? If that card is a future Trunks, because that's one of the things that you have to do. You have to put it at the bottom. Activate with an energy cost 3 or less. Play the card and negates its activate skill. The permanent skill still works, yeah, during the game. So if it's any other card, place it at the bottom of the deck. So play this card, put him at the bottom of the deck, activate main, put him at the bottom of the deck, play this card from your hands, and then because of this card ability, he comes out. You cannot do the activate main anymore, but the permanent, the evolve cost is still there. And then you just minus tap 2 and bring out Trunks, the Constant Hope. Now you have a 35k triple striker that draws 1, and every time he is attacked, you get to draw 1, and then you have a 20k double striker Vegeta on the board. And at the same time, when both of them swing, if it doesn't finish your opponent for some reason, these 2 are blue Saiyans, your opponent has to take care of them before they can do damage to your leader. Got it? So did you get how this deck works? So if your opponent is being passive, I'm going to negate this and negate that, then try negating this because you're going to draw. Yeah. You don't draw when it is negated, but then you have two things that are also on the board that they have to take care of. Yeah. Now we are going to play Senzu Bean, we're going to play Dimensional Magic, and then we're going to play this new Son Gohan because he's a blue Saiyan that he can be picked up with the Trunks ability. Yeah, the swing, and you look at top 3 and pick one blue Saiyan. Yep. So this is the deck list. And what I'm going to do here is, of course, we're going to play one Android 17. He is a very good card. If you don't know what he does, is that whenever when you play him, he has deflect. He's 7 energy, so most probably you might get there because this deck really stalls the whole game out. And when he swings, when he is being played, you and your opponent takes your hand and shuffle into your deck, and he is a 30k crit. And then you can swing with Vegito, swing with a Unison card. Let's see what you have on the board, but your opponent has nothing to protect him. Yep, so that's basically it. And I would say that if you want to upgrade, one of the things that this deck lacks of is the availability of Son Goku. That's something that I am, while playtesting it, it is fine. However, I don't mind having a little bit more. So if you want to put in some flavor and said, okay, maybe I want to increase the number of Son Goku, I would recommend UI Son Goku and exchange it for this Triple Striker. He is really good in theory, but I never find myself really playing this guy. So maybe take him out and then put him to Ultra Instinct Son Goku from set 4. I think I will put the pictures in here so that you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is a deck profile. I hope you like it. Drop me a like if you think that this is fun. I think this is fun. It's fun, yeah. And of course, we get to play with this Gogeta Unison card. Makes me happy. All right, guys. See you guys in the next video. Ciao. Bye.